Welcome to the Page One Challenge, a fun little game for book lovers. Here's how we play. Without knowing the title, author, or even genre of a book, can hearing page one be captivating enough to make you want to read the book? That's the challenge. We'll identify the book after reading. All right, let's go. Page 1. Of the three people standing on stage, only two of them were people. But that was totally normal to Kelly, one of the people. Along with Priya, her best friend and fellow robotics engineer, the other person. She looked out over the audience, filling the brightly lit demonstration room. A field trip of 50 or so kids, squirming and grouchy under the cloud of that early January gloom. The children were freshly reinstitutionalized after 2 halcyon weeks of holiday break, the feral spirit of pajama days and pumpkin pie breakfasts still smoldering in their eyes. And now it was up to Kelly to win their wandering attention. "I'd like you to meet Zed," she began tentatively, gesturing to the robot standing beside her. He was one of the first projects she had worked on 5 years ago when she had landed her coveted job at Automated Human Industries, AHI, the boutique cutting-edge robotics company. Zed made a modest impression at first glance, his body a 4-foot-tall construction of steel ligaments and exposed wires, his face a flat panel. "I know he looks pretty basic," she continued, trying and failing to eclipse the gleeful Pillsbury Doughboy noises issuing from 4 girls in the back as they took turns poking each other's stomachs. Kelly was not the most confident performer. This was a young woman who, when playing a tree in her 3rd grade play, had gotten stage fright, despite not having any lines, and dramatically fled the theater, which had not been easy seeing as her legs had been bound together in a trunk. But now her voice grew as she got excited, talking about her work. But at the point of his creation, Zed had a greater scope of motion capabilities than anything else on the market. He was our first build with our patented predictive stereo vision. That was page 1 of The Plus One by Sarah Archer, published by G.P. Putnam Sons in 2019. When Sarah gave me permission to use her work on this podcast, she told me about the inspiration for her book. She said, "The idea for this book first came to me as a female-led version of the 1980s comedy Weird Science. But I knew right away that I wanted the relationship between the characters to last longer than a day, because I wanted to push the potential of those dynamics further. I find AI and what it tells us about ourselves as humans fascinating." Okay, that's it for this episode of the Page One Challenge. See you next time.